What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukshu. We are back with another umamusume video, and as you can see on the screen, or on my screen, is that I made it to Group A. I indeed made it to Group A in day 2 of round 1. So I did end up training better umas. So who I ended up training, as you can see here, I do have a UA8 loves only you, still using the UA9 almond eye, and I think this is a different I believe this was a more recent Aguri cap that I trained after. I believe it was after day 1, because her aptitude is at S for medium distance. So this has been the team that I pretty much did use to get into Group A. So it's a good team we're gonna keep going with. Although if I don't end up getting 3 wins, I'll probably go on if I don't get at least 1 win. See if we can at least get 1 win so we can solidify the fact that we're staying in Group B at the very least. But I would also maybe, just maybe, try and train again for a better whatever. If not, then tomorrow's video, which is most likely day 2 of round 2, we'll go through all the tickets for that video instead. So for today's video, we'll either be doing 1 or 2 tickets, just depending on how long it takes for us to get 1 win, which honestly I feel like we can get it in the first ticket, but to get 3 wins to stay in Group A, that's a whole different story. That is definitely a whole different story. So before we do jump in to the race, as this is loading up, just want to quickly say, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. And other than that, that's pretty much it for that. I'll go further on that when we get closer to the end of the month. Well, I say that we are pretty close to the end of the month, but you guys get it. You guys get it. I'm trying to get that out of my usual habits, which I think I've been doing fine. I think I've been doing fine recently, to be honest. But as per usual, gonna go over the first race, see how that goes, and then I'll go over the comments. Well, actually, I guess if we do end up, if we're going over the comments and we do end up finishing the first batch of races, then we'll most likely, like yesterday's video will most likely go through the next ticket. 3 almond eyes, a gentle Donna, loves only you, Suzuka, the summer Suzuka, saw Chrono, and who was there, another one, or was that it that stood out besides my cap? I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. I'm just making sure OBS is not fully frozen like it does sometimes. Seems okay. Okay, power placements. Yeah, my almond eyes sometimes just end up in the back. Oh, just Grass Wonder. She's so far behind. So far behind. Alright, almond eye, unique. And then we're heading towards the final corner, so I was about to say Cap might be activating hers pretty soon. That just leaves Loves Only You to see if she'll activate hers, and then we'll see if we can grab a win. It's not looking good because of the placement so far, but actually, if that's Suzuka's Great Escape, aren't we just kind of... How's the gap? Because if it's Gary Escape, I don't think any of us would be able to catch up and win, no? Since we're all leaders? Minus Grass Wonder. Never mind, we already passed her a long time ago. Forget what I said. Forget what I said. Oh, my almond eye just came out of nowhere and took the win. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. My almond eye was better from the 3. Or in the 3 that was here. Alright. Well, good start. Shoot, we might. Getting that one win early sometimes makes a difference, because in day 1 of round 1, if I had gotten that one win in the beginning, or even that one win at the end, I could have gone into 3 wins, but it's all good. It's all good. Well, I guess we'll move on to the next race, and I'll start going over the comments. And yeah. We'll just go over the comments, see how the rest of the races go. And hopefully we'll win. Hopefully we'll win. But with that being said, I'm gonna start going over the comments. The first comment that I'll be going over is from Rick. And it says, I somehow got Group A with Umas from previous scenarios. 8. Sometimes it do be like that, because I believe Eugen did that, or does that quite often, at least from what I remember of the very last comments where he was actually commenting. I remember him mentioning that he would just use older Umas, but haven't really heard anything from Eugen when it comes to anything else besides the monthly reports. But other than that, I'm pretty sure he's still training better than I am in some weird way. But other than that, thank you, Rick, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. Next comments will be from Nova. I got into Group A using 1 UA8 Chronos. Well, gonna have to keep training Almond Eye. I am also planning to put Stay Gold in the 3rd slot. One UA8? Who was the other 2 that was filler then? Because I'm fairly certain you can't just go in with 1. Fairly certain. Although I never tried, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Regardless, he still made it to Group A. And this is pretty much how it looks like a good amount of times. Although I did wanted to see if I didn't try training a Chronogenesis off camera, so maybe I'll do that. See how that goes, and maybe I'll replace Cap with her. Don't know, but maybe. Next race, we'll get that started. I'm running out of time though. Probably not gonna get to Enfield stuff before I go. But oh well, it's not like Wulin is going anywhere. I'll just finish the limited event at least. That's a total of 2 pulls that I can't miss. True. True. Get whatever currency you can. Get whatever currency you can get from the events or whatever. Did I mention it? I did finish the story. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video. I'm actually not sure. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. Well, anyways, I ended up doing the story, and honestly, it was a pretty good story when it comes to, like, I don't know if you did it. I don't remember if you did it or not, but yeah, it was in my opinion, it was actually fairly good. it got me to like Tong Tong more as a character, so to speak. That and well, I don't want to go too much into detail, so I'm just gonna stop there. What I need to do now is run around the new area, get the power there so I can get the resources for the new mining resources, and then all the other stuff. But and then I should probably get started on working, like actually fixing up my wooling factory. Yeah, I probably should get started on that. Well, I have what I need. It's just now with the new stuff, I might as well get everything set up. The last season of Fire Force is the one airing right now, so that would be season 3. They just divided it into 2 parts, which is fairly normal these days. All I can say is that things are wacky AF. I don't know if any of those almond eyes are mine. I don't think so. Wait, celebrate? No celebrate. No celebration. So we may have started strong with that one win in the very first race, but we kind of now are just going through the usuals. In this anime economy, 3 seasons is long term. You can't expect every anime to be like One Piece, or should I say filler piece. Oh, hold on there. As someone who's watched Naruto and One Piece, still currently watching One Piece, in One Piece's defense, I don't think their fillers are as bad as Naruto's. Because the reason why One Piece has all these arcs taking a long time is because of the amount of detail they have throughout the arc. As in, one day, big fight, they're going over different areas to see how each fight is going, how each section, is going on. And not only that, lots of backstory to help you learn more of the lore of the characters involved and any other extra things. They go pretty much a lot more in detail, in my opinion, than Naruto. Whereas Naruto, my biggest gripe about it is the fact that the fillers were actual fillers that I didn't think was, wasn't it? And even then, with the fillers, if the actual fillers for One Piece, or there's like not really much going on, for the most part, it's like a couple episodes. And most of the time, the fillers would happen like after the actual arc, or before the arc, obviously, and then a few in between, but not as often as Naruto was, in my opinion. In my opinion. There's a reason why I like One Piece more than Naruto to begin with. And why I didn't even bother going straight to Boruto when Boruto started. So yeah, in One Piece's defense, the fillers are not necessarily fillers in my opinion, because it's actually related to the lore of the characters that were involved in the arc, especially the most recent one in Wano. Most recent one unfinished. I'm actually not caught up in One Piece, but even with what I've watched so far with the current arc, are they off Egg Island or Egghead Island, or are they already in Elbaf? I'm not too sure, but from where I ended up in, where I left off, I'm still in the middle of whatever's going on. So it's my defense for One Piece. As my defense for One Piece. No shade toward Naruto. It's just the fillers in Naruto to me was more filler than One Piece. But yeah, it's like I said, I guess 3 seasons for animes these days, I guess. But if like an anime has been going on for like 10 years and there's only 3 seasons, kind of like It's like, why did it take 10 years? Just saying. Just saying. But I can see it. A lot of these animes don't make it a season 2. A lot of them. So it is what it is. 100 Girlfriends season 3 is coming in July. We're gonna get even more girlfriends. So haven't watched season 2. Oh yeah, I did skip Orpheus and Trigger while investing in some Benjamins. If the rumor is true that S-Rank Billy is coming in a patch after, then I can probably skip. That purple hair girl that showed up in the last story from Top seems to be interesting. I'll have to see whether she is worth pulling or not. I think you're talking about the other Top's agent that Zhao warned us about, right? The one that was just chilling or waiting to do something. But yeah, we both did skip Orpheus and Trigger. And S-Rank Billy, I mean, it's like I said, there has been like, I thought about since S-Rank and B, I was like, you know, who else can they do? But they didn't really do anyone else after S-Rank and B, right? But since that's the case, if S-Rank Billy is probably a thing, then I guess there is hope for a lot of the A ranks. I guess there is hope for the A ranks. I don't think any other A rank had gotten a S rank alternative. Oh, I say alternative, but like basically got an S rank. I'm trying to think, but I don't think anyone else did. Dang, the only win we got was from the first one. I guess we'll go over one more ticket. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, I probably most likely won't pull for S rank Billy. Most likely. I'd rather pull for Sissy than just totally chill for the rest for that patch, I guess. But it also seems like we're also getting close to season 3 of Zenless, so we'll see. Because I think the main mission right now says part A, and I think the last time they did that, I think, was basically when it got close to going to the next season, I guess. Even Uma has more Gooner bait. It's kind of sus. Is it? Is it? Not as much as Zenless, I would say. I don't know. I mean, sure, but there's still some games out there that, depending how you see it. Depending how you see it. But to me, Nikki in general, based on how they started and how their characters are designed, I'd still give them the Gooner bait. Or it was, to me, still Nikki was made for Gooners. Waiting for Shuglish, whatever that is. We'll see. We'll see if I start jumbling words around. Unless I already have. Unless I already have, then there you go. But other than that, thank you, Nova, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. And the last comments that we'll be going over, let me just refresh this to be sure that there aren't any new ones, is going to be from Kazuki. And the first one says, so I got mogged in day 1 round 2 with 5 out of 15 wins. Let's see if day 2, let's see in day 2 if I'll stay in group A or I'll get to my best friend group B. I mean, as long as you, to me, like I said, as long as you make it to the finals in general, whether it's group A or group B, I'll take it. Because at least you still get currency. My almond always fell short in acceleration for the final sprint at the end of the race, so always placing second to fourth. It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that. This Kita just won. Kind of curious about how this Kita was built. And then Nova just responded saying, "Oh no." US Kita. Honestly, my stats here is pretty similar to what I can normally get, except for Wise. I've never reached 1600 for Wise. I'll keep it real. Yeah, it's pretty much same setup, just different cards. Well, some different cards. Oh well. I don't know why they repeated the comment here. Could just be a YouTube thing. Next comment says update, so it did perform even worse. 2-15, 2 wins out of 15 races. Day 2, round 1. I mean, I only got 1 so far, so I ain't doing any better yet. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I will. Tomorrow, my last chance, but yeah, I didn't have high hopes to get to Group A final. I try to get into Group A finals, but I don't normally make it. Unlike Nova, who always preaches Group B, but always ends up in Group A most of the time. Most of the time. To top it off, I only got LB3 Fine Motion Power and no single copy of Teo Speed. This is the worst feeling, not gonna lie. You need 1 more copy for Fine Motion. I'm not even using Fine Motion. I'm still using Tamamo. But I am using Teo Speed. It's kind of the big difference here. Cygames giving me false hope. They didn't need to get me to Group A firsthand. They just need to put me to Group B at the start. Hey, you never know though. Never know though. Because I could be saying the same thing. I don't need to be in Group A if I'm just gonna end up in Group B, which I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones who's going through this. Because obviously, round 1, it's a bit more easier than round 2. Because literally, round 2 is technically where the CM kind of starts if you're in Group A. If you just stuck to Group B the whole time, then if you just stay in Group B, the CM doesn't necessarily. Your main goal is just try and win that first place in Group B. But if you're in Group A, round 2 will definitely feel like the real test to see if you can stay into Group A finals. If you don't, then oh well, so be it. And then Nova says, "Don't worry, fam. I'll be there with you." Says the guy who's just basically went in with apparently just won Chrono Genesis and went up to Group A. And I wouldn't be surprised if you still end up staying in Group A because it's you, Nova. Even if you say you still just aim for Group B, I still expect you to go to Group A regardless. I gave up. I'm just gonna prep early for the April Dirt CM, and I heard that runners is the meta for that CM. I don't look into the stuff. I don't hear stuff about it unless I hear from you guys. But regardless, I'm not really gonna focus on runners. I'm most likely just gonna use whoever I feel like using. It's always been the case for forever. So yeah, I could use runners, but am I? Do I even have any runner dirts? I mean, maybe I can train runner dirts, but I'll most likely end up using whoever can run in dirt, and that's it. And the target stats is reverse. Let me just look at it. So basically swapping guts and stamina. I guess that kind of makes sense because it is on dirt. At least that's how I am thinking about it. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the reason why you want more guts is because of dirt. And then I guess a timestamp response. I got UC5 first from an almond eye in a new scenario. No knowledge, just raw dogging it. But yeah, when I watch guides on YouTube, I finally understand the mechanics of it. I mean, yeah, you could just watch. If you just watch how a run goes, you'll probably understand it. But for me, I feel like I kind of got the gist of it just by playing the scenario in the beginning, and then just pretty much getting that, I guess, clarification or from Nova when he mentioned the, I guess, the level ranks or whatever for the 3 things that you level up throughout the scenario. I was pretty much already doing that to begin with, so it was nice. It was nice. And then Nova says, Gametora still has no guide. I think that website is cooked. You know, I haven't even checked Gametora. No, they already have Victoria Pizza here. Yeah, they definitely don't have a guide still. It's already been a month. I think their guy that does the scenario guides is not there no more. I think at least that's what it feels like. At least that's what it feels like. Which is why, like I said, I don't rely on guides, nor do I. I mean, I still don't even look at other guides or videos to see. I normally just wait for you guys to tell me if I'm doing something wrong or let me know something that I didn't know about the scenario. And so far, I've been doing fine just with that. So far, I've been doing fine just with that. But yeah, this scenario wasn't too hard in my opinion. In my opinion. Compared to, like, I guess the onsen one, because that one I did struggle just a little bit. Especially the first half of the onsen scenario where where I backtracked. I was getting what, UCs and low to mid UBs. And that's coming from, I was just getting mid UBs to the occasional high UB. And then the onsen scenario came out, and next thing you know, I was getting mid to low UBs, but a lot of UCs. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But it seems like that's pretty much it for all the comments. So thank you, Kazuki, Nova, and Rick for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, yeah, this next batch of races and this just sucked. The next batch of races from this ticket just sucked. I didn't do well at all. I don't even think we got a win. Right? Yeah, we didn't even get a single win. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go train. I think. I don't know who. Probably Chrono. I'll try Chrono, if not Gentle Donna. And just see how things go. Maybe even Orferv or Duramente. Who knows? If I can find the time to do it. Because I think I will try and get the Zenless story out of the way already and post it today. Which I think did I mention it here or did I mention it in the Nangong summon video? Well, I'll just say it again. If I end up doing the story, posting it today for Zenless, I most likely won't post a Resident Evil video today. And I think that'll just be the case. I think that'll just be the case. But I still need to record Global. I believe the CM starts on Friday afternoon. So today's Global video and Thursday's Global video will be the last 2 trainings prior to the CM, which is long distance. And I don't think I even got a good training with any Uma so far prior to the CM coming up. So I'm kind of in a tough spot. If anything, I might end up just having to use what I have. I mean, I do have an S rank Kita. weird to say in a JP video because I'm just trying to give some insight on what's going on in global. Although I don't think I have any other Umas ready, so we'll see. We'll see how global goes in the global video. Will Love's Only You be able to get a win? Or will she fall behind Chrono and Almond Eye? Or will my Almond Eye? No, it's gone. It's done. Well, that was... We went from starting off with 1 win and took 9 losses right away, right after, consecutively. Yeah, I'm gonna save these last 2 tickets for later, for me later today, because I'm gonna start training after I record global and after I record story for Zenless. I'll get training to see if I can stay in Group A. I'll probably train Chrono, Genesis, and then maybe Gentle Donna. Maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. So, with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know how you guys are doing in your CMs. If you guys haven't, whether you're in Group A or Group B, doesn't necessarily matter to me. I just want to know where you are. I just want to know you are. Don't be ashamed that you're in Group B, because I normally stay in Group B, which I might end up being knocked down to Group B anyway. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, as long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you once again. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.